tonight. From the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Jameis Winston and the New Orleans Saints taking on Kyler Murray and the Arizona Cardinals.
First opened back in 1975, there's a look inside the iconic Superdome in downtown New Orleans. The setting in this dome just serves to amplify the excitement of the folks in New Orleans as their Saints burst from the tunnel a moment ago. They're set, and we're set as well as the Saints get ready to do battle with the Arizona Cardinals. The kicker for the Saints, Will Lutz, has it teed up, and here we go from New Orleans. Out of his end zone comes Andy Isabella. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Arizona Cardinals offense coming out here for the first time, and we get a peek at Kyler Murray, the dangerous offensive weapon now in his third season in the National Football League.
And when you have a guy like Kyler Murray under center, it not only opens up your playbook, it allows you to draw up even more plays because he's among the best dual-threat quarterbacks in the league and a true playmaker. If flushed out of the pocket, he might even be more dangerous. The next step for him, being able to throw on rhythm and deliver from the pocket.
Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
Now they face a second and long following the holding penalty. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Murray going to throw. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
On fourth down, here's Andy Leon to kick it away. Deontay Harris deep for New Orleans. Gets past one man. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. And we get a look at Jameis Winston ready to lead this New Orleans offense for the first time in his 7th season in the NFL and his 2nd with the Saints.
This is a big change for everyone in the Bayou country because Drew Brees is no longer the starting quarterback, so there'll be a new starter for the first time since 2006 for the Saints. Jameis Winston, as we all know, unlimited potential, has a 5,100-yard season on his resume in Tampa, but turnovers, that's the biggest part he's got to change. If he does that, he could take the reins and really run with them in New Orleans.
Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. Winston. He'll get this to his tight end, Troutman. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
And the Saints not only missing Drew Brees from last year, they also lost their top tight end, Jared Cook, to the Chargers. So tight end, it's a position in flux, but that's a nice grab there to pick up the first down.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. On 2nd down, Kamara. Room here to run. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. 41 yards rushing for him now in his first 2 carries of the ballgame.
Hey, we haven't been around the entire time football's been played, but we have studied our history, and there have been some great backs who've been accused of running out of bounds to protect themselves. Well, back in the day, many people didn't like that. But nowadays, take care of the football, show some intelligence, live to fight another down.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Jameis to throw it. And it's caught. Touchdown, Saints. Alvin Kamara, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints have taken the early lead. Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football, all right? When you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You said, thank you very much for getting us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
What's good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. On the return, Andy Isabella. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Throwing now is Murray. On the move, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Credit that sack to Marcus Davenport. Well, he was really focused downfield, but there was really no viable options. The coverage was too good.
And the defense really quickened the tempo of that play with their pass rush because there was nowhere for him to go with the football. The only place he ended up, down on the ground.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 13. Another try after the first down sack. Murray has got it to Williams. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. To throw is Murray. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
Now that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the first down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
Here's the veteran punter Lee as he sends this one away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
Winston and the Saints now with a 1st and 10 at the 34. From the shotgun, it's Winston. It's caught, Smith. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
And Traquan Smith now in his 4th year from UCF. Still expanding his repertoire and finding his way. Makes a nice catch there for a first down.
On 1st and 10, Winston. Into the hands of Kamara. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans. The completion there for Winston. And Jameis, of course, kind of such a boom or bust proposition at the quarterback position. He can light you up or he can give games away. So defensively, what's the mindset with a quarterback like that?
For me, it's playing more coverage than it is blitzing him because I think that he has so much confidence in his arm. He may take an extra chance or two, and if you have enough guys downfield, you get those tip balls or you're able to make a play on the football at the point where the ball gets to the receiver, then you've got a chance to make some good plays against Jameis. But it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. From the red zone now, Winston. It's brought in by Harris. A gain of 6 there on 1st. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Again, it's Winston. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a first down. It's been all passing all the time on this drive. 5 for 5 and now first and goal.
Feels like a case of until they stop us, we might as well keep running the offense that we like to run. Don't change up and do something different just because you think you need to.
And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure to just hold in there. Survive the early storm. Relax a little bit and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
Lutz to try to end the PAT. And it's good to make it 14-0. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Isabella not going to risk a return here, and they'll start at the 25. Well, the football back in the hands of the Arizona Cardinals. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. First carry for James Conner. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Here's Murray. Over the middle, complete. That's Daniels. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll go option to the short side. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Typically on the read option play, when we talk about responsibilities, we're talking about what the quarterback has to go through. How about the inside linebacker, though? His job on this play, shadow the quarterback and hold him to a short gain. Did it to perfection.
From the 39, Murray. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. from the gun. Murray. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively, or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
Here's Andy Lee now as he's on to punt for Arizona. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
The offense and Alvin Kamara heading back onto the field. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, they've had success, at least so far here in the second quarter. They run it for the first time with a backup Murray. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. J.J. Watt, the one that gets him down.
Well, not a game that you're going to go crazy about, but when you start at your own 2-yard line, any type of space is good for the offensive guys.
Yeah, you just can't go backwards from here. They did it. Now we'll see if they can keep it on schedule here on second down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. And he'll be taken down for a loss back at the 3. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
All right, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up. Back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. Winston to give. It's Kamara. And this one will be taken up. They'll spot it right at the 7. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. But just like you said, they've got the lead. Don't do anything silly. Run the football, and that's what they did.
They would have liked to have created a little more room for their punter, but he'll take what they gave him, and he'll go out there now and try and get the ball off and help his defense.
Here comes the Saints punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. Now after the punt on that play, we've got a man down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Now a throw here to his running back. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
looking to throw again on second down. Murray, it's caught on the right side. Williams. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. To throw, it's Murray. Hopkins with a quick feet, and they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. The Cardinals into the red zone for the first time. 1st and 10 right at the 20. Throwing again, Murray. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Another try after the first down sack. Murray. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. Chase Edmonds, the man he was looking for, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
You definitely would like to have hit on that one, because now you've got a 3rd and long showing up, and you just know defense is going to be getting after it. They are pinning their ears back, and they are coming.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Shotgun now from Murray. And that is incomplete. 4th down after the New Orleans defense holds serve.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Prater's kick is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So they do get the 3 points before they hit halftime. Something to build on, maybe.
Yeah, go ahead and raise the banner, right? Wave the flag. That's good. Got points. And now, as you said, they've got something to build on as they get ready for the second half.
Prater now will send it away following the made field goal. Here comes Deontay Harris from his end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Time again to see Jameis Winston in this Saints offense. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter. 35 seconds, all that remains in the first half as they come up on first down. Here's Winston. They'll get this out to Kamara. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They go play action. Winston. Complete. Smith has it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. first down throw for Winston. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Well, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes, those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. After the turnover, here's Murray. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. And his kick is good. Oh, he just did tuck it into the bottom of that left corner. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. So as it turns out, a 2-play drive resulting in the field goal. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. Here comes Deontay Harris from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room. All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. So it's halftime here in New Orleans with the Saints out in front. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. It was a strong first half by the veteran quarterback, Jameis Winston. His guys have the lead as we'll hand it back over to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. Here comes Deontay Harris from his end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Winston and the Saints now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. Leaping, and he makes the grab. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
And a nifty catch there for a first down by Michael Thomas. Still getting used to the fact that it's not Drew Brees throwing him passes. Never really 100% in 2020. Battled some injuries along the way. Ended up only suiting up for 7 games, 40 catches. That's a tough drop because in 2019, had 149 catches, an NFL record.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
You always worry about those smaller receivers running through that gnarly patch of land in the middle of the field. But he did a really nice job there holding on to the football and protected himself as best he could while completing the play.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. To throw is Winston. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Winston now. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 34-yard line. Winston to Thomas there for the Saints' first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. To the air again with Winston. But it's caught on the right side at Smith. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, second down. Now Winston. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Winston now to throw on first down. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play.
Only needing 2 yards on second down. Here's Winston. Quick slant here to Smith. Touchdown! Traquan Smith, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Saints take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Lutz with the extra point. And the lead is up to 15 now. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it all culminates in a Saints touchdown. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Taken at the goal line. And with a marker down, he's up just past the 25-yard line, but I think they're going to be going backwards. Let's check the call. Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific, it's not a great starting field position as well.
And the holding penalty sets them back inside the 20 as they get going on this drive. Murray now on first down. Forced out to his left. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Now a second down and 6. Murray giving to Connor on the option. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 15 yards there on the play as they try to chip away at this 15-point deficit.
And there's James Conner with a run that gets everyone's attention. He joined the Arizona Cardinals after 4 years in Pittsburgh, and his best year with the Steelers, 2018, named a Pro Bowler after a 973-yard, 13-touchdown campaign. Mixed results the last couple of years as he's been in and out of the lineup, but with consistency, he can still be an effective runner.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Murray. And that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Third quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Murray. On the right side, caught by Green. And he is going to have a Cardinals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Murray to the veteran Green for the Cardinal 1st. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field defensively. Make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Murray a give. This is Connor. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And Murray's going to keep it. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down. One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Cardinals on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Murray now to throw. Screen pass to Connor. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. The screen good for 6, but it's not enough as it leads to a 4th down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They hand off to their big tight end. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. 4th and inches in plus territory. That seemed like a prime spot to go for it.
It certainly did, and there's so many things that go into it. Are you too far away for a field goal, but not far away to punt it? Do you just feel like your offense is better? I just think in today's NFL, offense feels like it has to take care of the football, has to keep the ball, because scoring is up. You better maximize every possession. You trust your offense more than you trust your defense in today's league.
It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
2nd and 10. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And this will be swung out here for Connor. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll be 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. Now Murray. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now Murray's got to have this one. Caught left side, Hopkins. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling. Now Murray again. He'll get that one complete to Connor. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Murray got his man complete over the middle. That's Williams. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Murray going to throw. On the slant, complete to Green. And the Cardinals are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. And in a two-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Murray going to take off with it. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got it second and goal as they look for a late touchdown. They'll get this underneath to Edmonds. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to third and goal.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
They go for it on fourth and goal, but that winds up incomplete. They can't hook up here on the fourth down pass attempt, and the Saints will have the football back. Well, they had to take one final shot at the end zone, but now things are looking really bleak.
And I agree with that totally. You had to take the shot if they did score. You know, whether you call it a miracle or not, you line up, onside kick, get the ball back, throw one more in the end zone, who knows? Had to take the chance, it just was unsuccessful.
Following the penalty, it's Murray. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Trying to run down some clock with Kamara. And they'll get this up to the 10, but that's all. A nice job there to bring him down defensively. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. From the shotgun, it's Winston. A quick one here, hauled in by Kamara. The Cardinals forced to burn their third and final timeout, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. The Saints in victory formation now as they'll take the knee. Winston will kneel down, and that should be your ball game.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
So this one, a victory here for New Orleans. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second-half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Saints are winners here as we say so long from New Orleans.